Hello students, so here are the questions I told you to try for exercise 8A. Let's go. Right, so the first question 1B, 64%. I'd like you to express it in terms of fraction and decimal. So when you convert it to fraction, we can just write down 64 over 100, which gives us 16 over 25. And always reduce to the lowest term for fraction. Right, and then to convert it to decimal, well, 64, okay, when we divide by 100, we have a 0.64, that's in decimal. Now, in question 2b, this time round, you're given a decimal form, 0.38. To convert it to percentage, just multiply by 100%. So just to recall, multiply by 100% effectively has the same numerical value as multiplying by 1, right? So it doesn't change. The numerical value should not change, right? So multiply by 100%, we have 38%. And question 3b, we have 91.4%. I'd like you to write it in terms of fraction and decimal. So in terms of fraction, we have 91.4 over 100. Reduce it to the simplest form is 457 over 500. Here's something interesting, right? When we reduce it to the simplest form, the denominator is actually larger. That's because when we talk about the simplest form in terms of fraction, both the numerator and the denominator should be integer. So that's something to take note of, right? And for 3b, second part, 91.4%, to convert it to decimal, we same, the percentage symbol actually is equivalent to divide by 100, so we have 0.914. Okay, question 4a, 2/3 in terms of a percentage, so 2/3 times 100%, we get 66 and 2/3%. Well, since this is in fraction, do leave the answer in fraction. There's no need to actually convert it to any other form or to even approximate it to three significant figures when we can actually express it perfectly as a fraction, right? So question 5a, 159%, as a mixed number, we have 159 over 100. That gives us 1 and 59 over 100. And as a decimal, 159% is actually 1.59. That's the numerical value. Okay. Question 6d, we have 11 over 4,000. In terms of percent, we multiply by 100%. It's actually 11 over 40%, or if we write it as decimal, it's 0.275%. Right, the next question, question 15. The question asks, right, is x percent of 330 or 330% of x greater in value? So what we can do is we need to recognize that x percent of 330 is actually x over 100 times 330, which gives us 33x over 10. Now 330% of x is 330 over 100 times x, which gives us 33x over 10. Therefore, they are actually the same in value, right? Question 17, there are 600 pages in a novel. Imran reads 150 pages of the novel on Friday, 40% of the remaining pages on Sunday. Express the number of the pages that remains to be read as a percentage of the total number of pages in the novel. So what we need to do right now, right, is to figure out how many pages was read on Sunday. We know that on Friday is 150. How about Sunday? How much is that, right? So the number of pages read on Sunday is actually 40% of the remainder, right? So there were 600 pages, 150 pages were already read, so the remaining number of pages to be read is 450. 40% of that is 180. So that's the amount that was read on Sunday. Therefore, the remaining number of pages to be read, right, 600 minus 150 minus 180 is 270. Express that as a percentage over the total number, so 270 over 600 times 100%, that is 45%. Right, question 20. Bernard, Li Ting, and Shufen received $50, $60, and $90 respectively. Find the percentage of the sum of money that Li Ting received. And then for part 2, Shufen told Bernard, my share is 180% of yours, right? So explain if we agree. So part 1, let's see, right? Part 1, percentage of money Li Ting received. Well, she received $60 out of the total amount of money. So when we add them up, the total amount of money is 200. So 60 over 200 times 100%, that gives us 30%. So that's the percentage of the sum of money that Li Ting's received. Now, how about Shufen, right? Shufen's share as a percentage of Bernard will be $90 over $50 times 100%. So that's 180%, right? And therefore, okay, we agree with Shufen. And that's all the questions I asked you to try for this exercise. Hope you have been successful. Have a nice day.